Many centuries ago, a gentle prince named Siddhartha Gautama walked the earth. He saw that many people were suffering, and his heart was moved. He wanted to find a way to end this suffering for everyone. After a long journey of looking deeply, he became the Buddha, the awakened one. He discovered a path to peace, and a very important part of this path is compassion. The Buddha did not teach a complicated idea. He taught a simple truth. He showed us that looking at others with a kind heart can change everything. His message was a soft rain on dry ground, bringing life and hope. It was a call to open our hearts to the pain of others and to our own pain. The Buddha's teaching is like a beautiful, gentle river. It flows through time, always fresh and always clear. His main message was not about rules or commands, it was about understanding. He wanted us to understand the nature of suffering. He saw that everyone, in their own way, wants to be happy and wants to avoid suffering. When we truly see this in another person, compassion is born naturally. It is the deep wish for others to be free from their difficulties. This is not a sad feeling. It is a powerful and active energy. It is the energy that makes us want to help, to offer a kind word, or just to be present for someone who is hurting. This timeless wisdom from the Buddha is not just for monks or for people who lived long ago. It is for you and for me, right here, right now, on this day, July 19th, 2025. The world can sometimes feel very loud and very busy. We can easily get lost in our own worries and forget to look at the people around us. But the Buddha's voice gently reminds us to pause. It asks us to breathe and to look again, to see the person in the store, the child on the street, or the colleague at work not as a stranger, but as someone who, just like us, is trying to find their way. This simple shift in how we see the world is the beginning of a profound transformation. The heart of the Buddha's teaching can be found in a single, warm smile. It is found in a hand that reaches out to help. Compassion is the foundation of this path. Without it, wisdom can become cold and empty. But with compassion, our understanding becomes alive and warm. It becomes a source of healing for ourselves and for everyone we meet. The Buddha taught that we are all connected, like leaves on the same tree. When one leaf is nourished, the whole tree benefits. When we offer compassion to another, we are also offering it to ourselves. This is the simple and beautiful truth that can guide our lives toward greater peace and happiness. So, what is this compassion that the Buddha spoke of? In the simplest words, compassion is the ability to feel the suffering of another person as if it were our own. It is more than just feeling sorry for someone. Feeling sorry can sometimes create a distance between us and them. It can make us feel like we are here, and the suffering person is over there. But compassion closes that distance. It is a deep connection. It is when you see someone stumble and you feel a little jolt in your own body. It is when you hear a sad story and you feel a quiet ache in your own heart. This is the beginning of true compassion. This feeling is not meant to make us sad or overwhelmed. Instead, it is meant to awaken a powerful energy within us. This energy is the desire to act, to do something to help ease the suffering. The Buddha called this karuna. It is an active compassion. It is not passive. It doesn't just sit and watch. It moves, it speaks, it helps. Think of a mother who hears her child cry in the night. She does not just lie in bed feeling sad. She gets up. She goes to her child. She holds the child and does whatever she can to bring comfort. This is the energy of karuna. It is a deep, instinctual response to suffering that wants to bring relief and peace. To understand compassion, we must also understand its partner, which is loving kindness, or metta. Loving kindness is the wish for all beings to be happy. Compassion is the wish for all beings to be free from suffering. They are like two wings of the same bird. You cannot have one without the other. To wish for someone to be happy, you must also wish for their pain to go away. And to wish for their pain to go away, you must also wish for them to find joy. Together, they create a complete and balanced heart. This is the heart that the Buddha encourages us to cultivate within ourselves. We can practice this understanding in every moment. When we see someone who is angry, we can practice looking deeper. Instead of just seeing their anger, we can ask, what suffering is inside this person that is making them act this way? Perhaps they are feeling scared, or hurt, or misunderstood. When we see the suffering behind the anger, our own anger melts away, and compassion can arise. This does not mean we approve of harmful actions. It means we understand the root cause. This understanding helps us to respond not with more anger, but with clarity and a desire to help heal the situation, not make it worse. Compassion is not something we only practice in a temple or during meditation. It is something we can practice with every step we take and every word we speak. It can be found in the smallest and most ordinary parts of our day. For example, when you are in a long line at the grocery store, you might feel impatient. But you can look at the cashier. You can see that maybe they are tired. Maybe they have been standing for many hours. You can offer them a simple, kind smile. This small act is an act of compassion. It costs nothing, but it can make their day a little bit lighter. It is a moment of connection. Think about how you listen to others. Often when someone is talking, we are busy thinking about what we want to say next. We are not truly listening. But compassionate listening is different. It is when you offer someone your full attention. You listen with your whole being, without judging, without interrupting. You listen to understand their feelings and their difficulties. When a friend tells you about their problems, just listening deeply can be a great gift. You may not be able to solve their problem, but your loving presence can help them feel less alone. This is a very powerful way to practice compassion every day. Another simple way to practice is with our words. Our words can be like stones that we throw, or they can be like flowers that we offer. Before you speak, you can ask yourself 3 questions. Is what I am about to say true? Is it kind? Is it helpful? If the answer to all 3 is yes, then it is a good time to speak. If not, maybe it is better to remain silent. Choosing our words with care can prevent so much hurt in the world. Speaking gently to a child, offering a word of encouragement to a colleague, or saying thank you for being you are all beautiful expressions of compassion and chores can be products of compassion. When you can do more, you can put with love and care. You think about how this food will nourish the bodies of your family or friends. When you can your home, you can do it with the intention of creating a peaceful and comfortable space for everyone who lives there. You want to do that. By bringing this mindful awareness and gentle intention to our simple daily activities, we transform them. They are no longer just chores. They become meditations on love and care, watering the seeds of compassion within us and around us. When we practice compassion, we do not only change ourselves, we begin to change the world around us. A single act of kindness can create ripples that spread far and wide. Imagine dropping a small pebble into a calm lake. The ripples spread out across the entire surface. Your compassion is like that pebble. When you are kind to one person, that person may feel inspired to be kind to someone else, and so on and so on. In this way, our individual actions can contribute to creating a kinder, more gentle society for everyone. We start to build a world where people look out for each other. Many of the big problems in the world, like conflict and injustice, come from a lack of compassion. They come from seeing other people as different or separate from us. We build walls between ourselves and others. But compassion dissolves these walls. It helps us to see our shared humanity. It reminds us that everyone, no matter where they are from or what they believe, wants the same basic things: to be safe, to be happy, and to be loved. When we can see ourselves in others, it becomes much harder to cause them harm. Peace is not just the absence of war, it is the presence of understanding and compassion. The benefits of being a compassionate person are also very personal and very deep. When you live with an open heart, you feel more connected to others and less isolated. This connection brings great joy. A compassionate mind is also a peaceful mind. Anger, jealousy, and fear cannot grow easily in a heart that is filled with compassion. You will find that you have more patience and resilience when facing life's difficulties. Instead of being overwhelmed by your own suffering, you see it as part of the human experience, and your heart becomes strong enough to hold both your own pain and the pain of others with grace. So let us all be encouraged to practice compassion every day. Let it be the first thing we think of when we wake up, and the last thing we are grateful for before we sleep. Start small. Offer a smile. Listen deeply. Speak a kind word. Do not worry about changing the whole world at once. Just focus on your next step, your next breath, your next interaction. By watering the seed of compassion in our own hearts, we help it to blossom for the benefit of all beings. Let us walk this beautiful path together, creating a world filled with more understanding, more kindness, and more peace, one gentle moment at a time.